Okay. Oh, that's where I put chat. I might want to actually move that. But yeah, hello everyone, and good day. My name's Sugi Yamagawa, and today on VTubing my slow life hobbies in my 30s, we're going to be playing Go. We're going to be playing the wonderful, very old school game of Go. Originally, it's basically East Asia's chess, essentially. So, but it is a very fundamentally different kind of game other than chess, which honestly I really like it because it tickles my brain in ways I don't get to typically experience. So I really like that aspect to the game. But yeah, and also welcome in Mr. Spock. Unfortunately, when I was getting ready for today, I discovered something terrible, and that is this. I disappeared. Let's come back. But yeah, so when I went to my little alcohol storage area, because I wanted to grab a bottle of something to chill. I wanted to grab a beverage for post-stream, and I found that one of my bottles of cider had exploded. And strangely enough, there is no liquid. All the liquid's gone. Which to me is the weird, the weird almost pseudo-mystery, because I actually grabbed a beverage from over here. Let's see, I want to say yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. But the fact that in, pretty much just about less than a half hour's time, a bottle just exploded, and then all the contents just evaporated, which is wild. I've never had this happen. Now, granted, I knew when I opened up that first cider bottle that I had overcarbonated the cider. Well, actually, I found out when I tried to chill one, and it detonated, but it detonated in a way that didn't destroy the bottle. So my post-stream beverage is going to be the cider bottle that you still see intact in said photo. But yeah, and I literally just found that out 15 minutes ago. The mice got drunk. I hope they didn't get drunk. Well, if they get drunk, they should fall into my traps. Because I don't like mice. But yeah. But that's the weird thing that happened right before stream today. So, there's that. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into some Go. So, this is a Go website. It's online-go.com. You can create a profile, and yeah, you can have a profile, and you can play games of Go online with friends, other people who have account. Wait, I have alerts. Why do I have alerts? Game ended, friendly match. Okay. Okay. But yeah. As you can see, I'm already well on my way to the losing streak I want, because down here you can see only one thing of green text. That one thing of green text is the only game I've actually won. And so I actually did do 2 games last night as tests, if you will, for today. The first game I played, I got so thoroughly destroyed by the AI that I just gave up. And then in the second one, I was more competitive and still lost, but I went from getting my whole face bashed in to only getting a couple teeth knocked out, which was an improvement. So that is going to be today's goal, is to get good at Go. Well, to get better. I would like to, honestly, if I can score one victory over one of the AIs, I would be ecstatic. I would be absolutely ecstatic. So yeah, you can, so at your play, you can play against computer, or you can play against a human being. And then there's, apparently there's custom games, but I don't know anything about that. I'm just going to keep things standard. So, keep things pretty standard, keep things vanilla, keep things within, keep them within what I have played so far, basically. So, we're going to click play computer. Bergmont up here was the AI opponent who absolutely destroyed me, which I picked because, hey, I like plants, so I picked the planet AI. But after getting my butt thoroughly kicked by that guy, I went to this Orthoton, and that's the one I did a little bit better on. And then down here is the intermediates, and then down here you have advanced, and anything down here is like, no, I am not aiming to get too thoroughly destroyed. But I am still an absolute massive fan of plants, and I see Amaranthus up here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and be doing a round against them. I'll get a nice sip of my cinnamon spice tea for luck, I suppose. So, we'll go. So, this is, looks a little bit different. The lines aren't as crisp. I wonder if that's because one of the captures. Okay, so it looks like I have first move here. And yeah, we're gonna play Go. We're gonna play Go today. So I'm gonna go with my first move, see what white does. Okay, so white is going up there. I am gonna challenge the white. The white's response to my challenge. Let's see. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, then we're gonna link. And then we're gonna do, I want to keep my stones united. That's generally a good idea. But I'll go up there. And then to keep them from encircling me, I'll go down there. And then I think we'll just follow this line. Okay. So they're gonna do that. I'm gonna go up here. Okay, and they're like, I'm not dealing anymore with Sugi's BS. So, looks like I've got a pretty good amount of territory behind me. And white seems to have this side of the board. So, I've got one or two options. Option one, I think I could make a defensive move on my back row to just sort of preempt any invasions from them. Or I could try and go for an invasion in white's territory. Which, you know what? My goal is to get my face kicked in. We're going to go with... we're going to go with face kicked in. Oh, the good old face kicked in route. I like the good old face kicked in route. And then... Now the issue for my stones here is I want to set them up in a position to where I have two eyes. So that's really aggressive on my part. Let's see what they do. So these stones are all linked up. So I have to find a way to make sure, because every stone occupies an intersection on the board. And a stone placed here, where all four movements around it are free, is said to have 4 liberties. Whereas a stone placed here would have 3 liberties, If I were to place a stone here, it would have 2, and then a stone here would have 1 liberty. Liberties are life in this game. Without liberties, there's no life. So, I'm going to make a play here, and that links these stones up to there. Now, white's going to go in here. Now, if white places here and here, now what do I want to do? Because if I place here, I am 1 liberty. Wait, whoa. I need to. Okay, so this is like big think time. Big think time. I could play here. This links this stone up with this connection, but actually, wait. I have time to make one. Well, thing I'm worried about, if white goes here, I have to play here, or because white can't make that play. White can't make a play that denies white liberties. Because the moves I make now are the moves that decide whether or not all these stones live. And I think white's going to want to play here. But if white makes any play here, I can just auto-take. You know what? If white makes a move down here, white's collection of stones will be reduced to 1 liberty. And because they will be reduced to 1 liberty, that gives me an opportunity. So, the number one thing I need to make sure I do for my invasion is make sure they get 2 liberties. Okay, cool. So, white placed down here. These 2 stones down in this corner have 1 liberty. Just 1. And I can play here, and I take those stones. And now these stones up here have these liberties attached to them. White placed a stone here because white doesn't want me to be gaining any more liberties up this side of the board. But white placed a stone with only 1 liberty available, and it's my turn. I take that 1 liberty. White does a defensive play there, because they're trying to keep me from advancing. Now, if I play here, I link my stones up, but I am still trying to get my stones access to I need to get all these stones access to another liberty. Now, granted, these should probably be fine, but hey, we're invading and we're going. Oh yeah, okay. So I did the play 1 stone and only have 1 access, the liberty game, which is a bad game to play. But that stone has 2. So snap. This is going less than ideal because I can't play. Because I could play there, but I can't take that stone. That's not going to work. If I go there, I get a little bit more options in terms of movement. Okay. So if I okay, now they're piecing me apart. And this is this is where in this game I tend to fall apart in this game. But this collection of 3 stones has more than 1 liberty. What's white's play? White's going to play that. I can play here. Take that stone. White's going to do a second play. White's going to try and invade me now. So, I can either, 1, decide to do, because there's more things I can do with this up here. I can play here and take that stone, and then now allow me to chip that stone out, but that's fighting a little too that's fighting a very uphill battle. So, white's now got an invasion against me. So, I'm going to place my next stone next to their invading stone. And apparently that was a distraction. And I forget what play they made. They made one of the plays on one of my things. You know what? If white can't play... I didn't think... Okay. Well, my understanding of this game is not good. And... yeah, white's hollowed me out there. I cannot do anything against white there. Because I don't have any backing up stone. So, I can punish white's little invasion. Oh, white's... these guys don't have 2 eyes. Well, that was a terrible invasion on my part. If I could have figured out a way. Why? Oh, they don't think they can take anymore. Okay, so when an opponent in Go doesn't think they can make any more significant moves in the game, they will pass. And if so, white passed, I can pass.
Remove white dead stones.
White wins? Ah! Okay. Okay, so scoring and Go. So scoring is controlled by what's called territory. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of territory here in my black line. However, though, white captured quite a few stones for me. I forget how many stones white captured. Because white did capture quite a few from me. Can I see? I don't want a full AI review. I just 1%/score. I don't know. I don't know how many stones white took from me there, but quite a few. I mean, quite a few down here, and then all the stuff I placed up there. So stones taken also count. Well, you take care of that, Mr. Spock. You take care of that. But yeah, so today's lessons from this first match. Get better at invading. I feel like I did a reasonably good job doing an invasion against white, but white won for the main reason white won was white pretty much broke down my entire invasion that I attempted on this side of the board. I did really good. I feel like I did pretty good in early game and had a pretty good amount, setting myself up for capturing a fair amount of territory. However, though, I absolutely just botched an invasion. So that is definitely an aspect of my playing in this game that I really need to improve. So, but honestly, white winning by only 3.5 points, I'm okay with that. I'm for first game of the night, I am more than okay with that outcome. Get some. So let's do a rematch. We're not gonna do a game. I mean, we could just game name. We could be. Oh wait. So. We're gonna wait. So how many losses have I racked up so far? This is loss 5. So next loss is loss 6. So we will do.
Game started.
Well, we're now going for loss number 6, and I'm kind of want to just place. Beer will fix that. Actually, wait a second. It's my. Oh yeah, my display capture is below the chat. There we go. There's chat. A beer will fix that. I don't know if a beer will fix my Go game. That's the terrible thing. But generally, I like to place my first stone somewhere within these magic dots. Also, the magic dots denote good places to stick stones. So, and then I'm just gonna do my same early strategy of place what seems reasonable, and then respond to my opponent. So my opponent's trying to isolate my stone. I go south. They make that really hard, and now they're going to try to go that way. I go that way. They're going to go that way. I'm going to go this way. So they're basically keeping all their stones together to control their territory. Now, they linked everything up. Linking your stones makes them incredibly strong. But I'm going to match them and see what they do. Okay, cool. Now we're going to establish a direction going this way. Okay, further enforcing back row. Back row, okay. And then aggressive. This is aggressive on my part because I am playing the stone separate from all my other stones. So I'll go there. And keep everything linked up. Now, the thing is, if I place here in this corner, it might seem tempting because then I can take white on the next turn, but the thing is, white will play at G9. White will play there. Link everything up, make it strong, and then this stone's just hanging out with one liberty, and that forces my next play to be right here. So, I'm not thinking I should get too ambitious here. So, we're going to go with a more defensive play. And then they're going to go ambitious with that. I will respond. They have now responded with an invasion down here. Now, since I already have a stone down in here, I'm going to go ahead and respond this position. Because this stone links up with that stone. And that puts it in a strong spot. So they're going down here. I'm going to go squirrely. This is squirrely. This is squirrely playing of go. So I'm going to reinforce that move. And then they're going to try and build out some territory down here. But I don't want that. I really don't want that. Ooh, this is. Oh, but I can't do that. Not this game. Not this turn. But yeah, once again, this also showcases the incredibleness of when all your stones are linked up. They are powerful and they are strong. If they're not linked up, they're not powerful. They're not strong. Also, white has actually carved out quite a bit of territory here today. So, and then white's going to do that. So I'm going to go. I could go there. That's a really easy play for me. But I'm really concerned about white doing an invasion on me right now. Because white's got two really strong positions. And it would be bad for me to attempt to challenge white, I think. Because if I white's got me... I really feel like white's got me beat in territory. But if I put a stone there, I can't take anything. And then if I put a stone... Well, white can't repeat the same board state. But that links everything up. And then I place there, because I have to. White goes there. Because the problem is with this amount of territory back here, there's no options for carving out a space for myself. I don't know how aggressive I want to be. I kind of want to just be happy with my little bit of territory here, man. I'm gonna pass.
Pass.
And then white still thinks there's moves to be played. But white's also playing their moves in... Oh, that's interesting. My pass doesn't count towards my...
Pass.
White thinks they can do stuff. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. White, you are not going to do anything. So if I place there... No, link the stones. Then I do that, and then I take white. And then I take white stones. And then white goes up there. So I've got 4 captures. Which is pretty alright, but I don't want to... That's the thing, I don't want to do an invasion. I don't want to invade that. But white thinks they can keep blocking me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. White wins by more, but is that based off territory? So I was actually doing pretty well until white began their little invasion down here, and there was like no way for me to do anything about that. So, I don't know if the lesson ultimately lies in thou shalt get better at invasions. I don't want that to be the lesson of the day, is thou shalt get better at invasions. Ugh. Because white for a while was fully considering... I don't know. I'm interested. We'll click the review. Okay. Okay. That's a whole thing. Okay. Well, I have no intentions of... I don't yet have any intentions of like getting super into this. Right now it's gang experience and learn. Gang experience by being brutally punished constantly. Goodness gracious. But yeah, these games do go by quick. So. Well, Mr. Spot, I'm not going to have an alcoholic beer, but I do have myself some of the non-alcoholic beers. So I'm going to crack one of those guys open. And let's get back to getting my teeth kicked in. Because like that first... So, okay, last game was Loss 6. Next game is going to be Loss 7. Actually, let's put a little underscore there. I like underscores. I don't have any beer. No. Well, I'll drink mine for you, buddy.
Game started.
Mm-hmm. So, I think another thing I need to consider is flow. Flow of the stones. Flow how my opponent divvies up the board. Because a lot of what I've been doing has been like response plays. And typically I do linked... Okay. They play linked stones. Because the thing is, if I feel like if I play there, white will immediately go for that. So the best move is to keep my stones linked. Hoo hoo hoo. And then we'll respond with that. Okay, yep. White wants to keep all their stuff linked up. They want to have good defense. They want to have a really good defensive line. Now, hopefully, they might have a nice little bit of territory up here later in the game for me to do an invasion of. So, I'm going to be a little bit defensive here. Yep. Okay. And I don't know if I want to complete that just yet. Okay. So this is our board state right now. They link their stuff up. There's not really good opportunities for me to I'm not liking how things look up north. Ooh. Actually, I can do that. I like that. I like that. And if I play there, white starts an invasion. So, let's respond. And the second stone is going to determine everything. Because I want to send them south. That's the direction I want them to go. I want to stick these. Cool. So, I'm not sure if I wish to ignore that stone. I want to keep that stone alive. And keep anything more from happening down there. Okay. If I play there. Wah! Big capture! Okay, but white is making moves this way. I need to be concerned about that. The stones down here are going to be very important. But I also need to make sure I keep them linked. Because that should shut that down. Because they're going to be down to one eye at that rate. I don't... And then all that stuff has life. Which I'm surprised... Really surprised. Does white not like that stone there? But if I play here, I could only see white making one more play down there. I see that play. Oh, okay. You know what? That might have been a mess up on my part. I let that stone die. These stones stay. I need to think about this. Because there's some good lessons there. Because if I played down in here, because all those stones were linked up, I still would have lost that, regardless of where I played here. I'm surprised white did that, because now all that's linked up. Now, it's generally really hard. I would like... Honestly, I feel like in this game I did reasonably okay. I mean, white probably still kicked my butt. What? Fui on Yui. You're going to get isolated. And cut down. Yeah, take that. Jeepers creep. Oh! Oh, yeah! Yeah, okay. Gee, no! No, that's not how you get good. That's not how you get good. Okay, look. Hey, I lost by half a point. Half a point, you know? I am happy with that. I am ecstatic about that. The goal of the game, my goal has been to get better. And getting better at Go is about losing, and losing a lot, and losing fast. And yeah, we are losing very fast because, well, we're not even 40 minutes into the stream, and already have lost like 3 games. But this was close, and I think I had the best understanding of strategy because when White did... Because when White did this invasion here, this killed it for me. This killed my victory. If I could have mounted a better defense against a small little bit of thing here. And here's the thing. I had all these black stones set up. As soon as White tried to break out past my line, I should have saw that and just shut that down. Immediately, hard, shut it down. Because if I played the stone either at 3-3 or... Wait, no. It's not 3-3. It's J3 or J4. Those stones were linked up with all my other stones, and then these guys would have actually been shut down. That was my weakness. That's the lesson from this game. That is the lesson from this game, is I ignored not having a full line across my board. Chose to be a little bit on the aggressive side, but considering how absolutely destroyed I got on that first game, and now I'm just like a few more games into the AI right now. Ah, this feels so good. This feels good. And like if you look, there's also like this it's right above my head, this like little handy dandy graph-a-rooney around here. I was doing pretty good. And White's victory was just like, eat. Ow, actually. Ooh. Cool. Analyze mode. So. I should have... Ooh, noise. Let's go back. Yeah, because while that stone at J5 was alive, it was alive by 1. When did... I should have stopped that. Oh, wow. How far back did J4 get played? Took a while for J4 to get played. And White played J4 before linking. Because you see that little like gap right there? This little like gap. White making that play killed me. Absolutely killed it for me. Whereas if we go back to like this part, how do I force White to play? Say White played this, and then I played that. These stones down here would have been so incredibly dead. So incredibly dead. Because White, well, White can't kill, but do that. And then if I did that, if this is what transpired, I would have been in a full, much better position. Much better position. So, the goal. So that was loss 7. Now we're gonna do loss dash 8. Sin challenge.
Game started.
So, the goal moving forward for the next couple of games. Replicate what I just did. That's the goal. It is replicate what I just did. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a fun game. Oh man, oh man. See, I'm always deeply curious as to why White chooses to go back like that. Are they inviting me to do something? Yes. Huzzah! Okay, now they tried to go for the back line. So if I play here, that stone's linked up with all those dudes. They're strong. They're strong, manly stones. And then I really don't get why they're letting me do that. Probably to distract me for another invasion. Okay, so I could continue my punish on that, or I could take that. Honestly, that can get taken. This, I can make the stone the victim anytime I want. But if I play here, I make that stone so much stronger by linking it up with these stones, or I could just try to like be a little bit punish, be a little bit more containing. I'll go containing. So we're gonna go with a policy of contain, because I don't see white doing anything on my backline. But if I feel like if I go inside, white will respond, and I think white will respond aggressively to me. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to create a 2-eye situation. So if I have that and that, I can create a 2-eye situation. I really am going to want to have that, and white. Oh boy, this is exciting, because ideally, if white took J3 or J1, these guys would be in like Flynn. They're not. They're very much not. But the goal is to get these guys in like Flynn. I don't want to take... Actually, I do want to take that. Because the issue is... these guys are screwed. Well, they screwed. But I can at least make the victory more hollow for them. Because then white goes there and... well, this is not going to be a wash. It's not going to be a huge victory for me. Unfortunately. I wonder if there's any merit to playing in my back right now, because there's no way I'm invading white at this point in time. There's just no way. All I can do is just be like, screw you for screwing with me. However, though, I don't, how aggressive do I want to be? Because the problem is that the more stone, I could, you know what? I know white wins. Whoa! Okay. Holy smokes. Okay, so this is a fairly generally unexpected outcome. Because we go up to our handy dandy graph here. Handy dandy graph says, white was kicking my butt. White was kicking my butt. And white did kick my butt. Because I see a pattern. Well, Mr. Spock, does it look like a QR code? But yeah, I really need to get better with invasions. Because White White playing at J2 just shut me down. I see a pattern. You losing. Ha! That's the game plan. That is the game plan. But hey, the big reason why I'm like really ecstatic with how this game turned out. I genuinely thought I was going to be in a much rougher position in terms of score. Like I was not expecting the score to be close. So the fact that the score is like, because last game looks like, yeah, it's definitely Go is definitely like a really big think game. It's really big think game, but I like thinking. I like using my brain cells. But I also like taking breaks from my brain cells, so that's why I consume alcohol. But yeah. But since I'm only losing by like very small amounts of points against so I was on Nando's stream Monday last week. He was doing a charity stream for the Jingle Jam charity, and he taught me and another VTuber by the name of Zerzon Go. And I played some games against Sir Zerzon. And I won one of the 3 games we played. And yeah, I also lost in those series of games. However, though, I found out at the end of the stream that when Zerzon was actually like creating his account, he set his ranking to being in like the top 25% of Go players. So he seems to be very good. A lot of innate skill. So up against that level of like innate skill, a guy like me has only got one option. And that option is to go the Rock Lee route. I might be a silly Billy loser, but I am going to be a silly Billy loser who doesn't give up. I really need to nail down an invasion strategy. Now, one of the things is we're not, because here's the thing, I'm playing on the 9x9 grid. There are the full size game, because I'm basically playing Kid Go right now. Full size Go takes place on a 19x19 grid, and then there's like an intermediate grid that's like 13x13. And I'm thinking for today, the last thing I'll do for like today is the last game I play, I'll do a 13x13. So, rematch. Game name. Ooh boy, we're gonna get up to loss _9. Send challenge. And honestly, I'm gonna keep sticking with like opening plays like down in here. And then when the bot does the thing, I'm gonna respond to the bot. And then see how it goes from there. Ooh, the bot's being aggressive. So if I do that, ooh, oh wait, that was bad. Ooh, oh dearie. I got bonked. The bot bonked me. Okay. Kind of creepy, but okay. Oh dearie. Bot wants to kill both stones. Bot wants to kill both stones. Ooh. Oh ho 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 ho. Bot strong. Bot's trying to punish Sugi. Would this even stand a chance? Bumkiss. And that's just set. I can't do anything about that. Well, no, I can just stop linking, which is good. And then I do that. I don't... Oh! Big insight now. Okay, so White wants to stop these stones from linking up with these stones. Because if I actually could have done that C2 play would have been pretty big victory for my stones here. So I need to stop what White's got going on. Generally didn't expect that, but I can take that. And then I can play that, and that links everything bottom row. Except for that. So we're going to do a containment. And a containment. And then we're going to link our boys up. Our boys are very strong right now. So now I invade. And we see if Sugi can invade finally. Now, the key to getting a successful invasion off the ground is I need to set myself up for a point where I get 2 eyes. So that's going to be difficult with this, because if I go in, that's bad. If I go from my corner will have 2 liberties. I need to partition. So the question comes down to okay, so if I play here, A9, and if B goes, if B plays 1-9, I can respond, kill the stone. If they play at 8, that'll be bad. If White plays at B8, that'll be bad. But I do have a little bit of hope because I do have this eye down here that I think White's going to want to fill. But if I close A and B, I might be able to save this invasion. Because to keep your stones alive, they have to have 2 eyes. Oh man, I need a sip of an NA beer. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Now, do I have a hope of pulling off another invasion? Not down in here. All this is way too linked up. Because here's the thing. I needed that much room to pull off an invasion. I don't want to play anymore. White's not done with me, though. White thinks they can... White generally thinks they can do something down here? Why? Why? Like, there's nothing to be gained. I am not fighting a fight up there. Why? I don't understand. Like, they're just filling in their back row. Like, they already have, like, this territory locked down. There's no way I'm pulling off an invasion. I barely pulled that off.
Pass.
I don't care.
Remove white dead stones.
Wow! This was... Okay, so this was a real fun game. This was a real fun game. It's fun for two reasons. Reason one. See these red dot things? The red dot things on this like little thing. As you can see, we get to about move here. Holy smokes, I was big dumb at this point. Because white took this pretty quickly. Because I think I played here. Yeah, I played over here. I didn't realize how rough of a time the stone was having. It's having a really rough time. So if we go over to here, oh, okay. So that critical point is when that happens. So this is where I got like bonked hard. I got bonked hard on this game. So incredibly hard. But if we move forward into the game, it says this is like a big turning point. I don't know what the... Actually, can I click on... Ooh, I can click on the things and see how it goes. Ooh, I like that. I actually like that for review. But as you can see... Granted, I think I actually... Okay, yeah. And we just basically, like, walled off territory. And, like, looking at this point, it's like, I just got this little bit of territory down here. And then white's just, like, got all this. All that territory. And I gotta say, like, really? I successfully pulled off an invasion here. I don't know how I pulled off that invasion, but an invasion was pulled off reasonably successfully. So, while I am not, like, here's the thing. We're still losing. We're going to be losing for a while. We're going to be losing for a long while. But, here's the thing. I lost this war, but I won a battle. Granted, I also ultra lost in the opening place because I got very complacent with how I was filling out my board. And... yeah. I took the opening rounds of the game very lightly, and the thing is with Go is very much like it is very much like a German strategy game where the game will absolutely punish you if you make a bad move early in the game. Go is very much like that. You will get punished if you make a bad move early in the game. That's just how this game goes. Well, yes, that's how this goes. Is you will get punished. But I've been struggling with invasions. I genuinely have no idea how I pulled off that little invasion I pulled off up there. But you know what? I'm very happy with that little invasion. And the fact I got, like, bonked super hard early in the game. It came down to 4.5 points. Which... holy smokes. Granted, I also don't know if the AI is getting easier, though. I think the AI might be taking pity points on me. Is the problem I'm at right now, because some of those last plays felt a little bit weird, because white could have had more points. The more space you have, the more territory you control.
Game started.
The better off, the more likely you are to win. I normally go for these, like, angle spots off center. Granted, that is something I've noticed the AI has never done. It's never went for the center play. Never went for the center play. It's usually like here, 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 and usually opposite of the board where I make my play. So I think white would do right there. So I'm gonna... So I think one of the things... There's so much potential that goes forward from here, from this point in this game. Like, my next move determines how the game will flow, I think. And I think a big part of that is directionality. So, because I could play here, and if I play there, well, this game will turn into a vertical style board. Whereas if I were to play here, the game would turn into a horizontal style. So, with those thoughts, I'm going to play here just because I want to mix my verticals and my horizontals. So, they're trying to surround my stone. So, I'm going to play... They're going to go for threaten, threaten. White's really going to want to play there. But if I breathe some life into that, and then I respond to white's aggression, now we have a flow state, kind of. I can do that, which I like that. Granted, it's just completely blow open the theory I just dropped. Now, ooh, there's so much potential from this point onwards. This is really interesting to me. I could either be hyper aggressive, try to eke out a little bit of territory up in here, because I feel like if I play here, white's going to go there. Then I drop back down to here. White goes over there, and let's entertain thoughts. White reinforces there. White's continuing to reinforce their own stones to keep them alive. And I shall do likewise. White has chosen now to invade. And I shall meet this invasion. With strength. Brought to you by Unity. Wait, are they going to try and... Ooh, I need to treat this with the utmost caution. Because they're going to try and create a situation where they have two eyes. I don't want that. So I'm going to ask myself a question right here and now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I play that's play 5, my play will be my ending play will be 1. They get 2 plays. They get 2 plays. There is certainly a chance I might be able to shut this down. But I think that chance is low. Because if I play here, they're going to link. And then, because I can press down, I have to call that off. That's just lost territory to me. That's the smart thing to do. That's the smart thing to do. Now, I want to push this, but I don't want them to get down in here. I really don't want them to get down in here. I really don't want that outcome. But I also want to keep my stones as united as I can. And I really want to take one of these spots to keep them from them themselves being united. I'm gonna go for that. Yep. Whoa! No. I don't. They're carving up my territory. That they are. I need to find a way to respond to these L's. Because what's my shutdown? Where do I go from here? This is this demands a response. So if they establish 2 eyes, I'm done. No. And they've got 2 eyes. I don't like that. I don't like how I got my territory carved up like that. But because if I play, they'll play 1. Yeah, there's no way for me to take that. Wait. They play there.
Pass.
Okay, guys. Let's see how.
White deadly stones.
Oh God, I got crushed. White's better at invading than me. White's so much better at invading than me. Ah, man. Ooh. Yeah, because I really think that. Man, and look at the score graph thingamajig. Like, for a while, I mean, I was doing well, but the thing is, White did not just pull off 1. White pulled off 2 successful invasions on me. Man. With L's. L's no less. Oh, my goodness, my gracious. This is just rough, man. This is terribly wrong. Oh. Okay. So I'm thinking before I get into the next game, I'm gonna throw on the BRB screen and I'll take a quick little bathroom break because, well, I've been drinking some fluids and those fluids was very much like to leave me. So I'm gonna throw the BRB screen on, right? And we'll get back to learning some more. Okay, and I'm back. And then I'm also here with a fresh glass of cider, and ooh, hopefully I don't lose any. Hopefully I don't have any more cider bombs. I'm really interested in seeing how my crimped bottles turn out. But now I have recruited the excuse of the consumption of alcohol to this, so I now have a little bit more of an excuse to blame my go. I have more blame deferral capabilities than I did before. So let the punishment continue.
Game started.
Oh. Ooh. I'm gonna. So. You know what? With that. Actually. Nope. Perfectly unintelligent play. Perfectly unintelligent. Trying to think. What is the best way to carve out? I just want to. I just want to stay alive. I just want to stay alive. I wanted that. No. You don't. I don't appreciate you being back there. I don't appreciate you being back there at all. I'm just gonna make your life rough, buddy. I'm gonna make your life really hard, man. Now, is there any way to squeak those guys out? No, if I even think about that, that's just a bad day. That's just a bad day. But why would they do that? Question mark for Sugi. Because if I play there, Those stones are dead. But that's the better defensive play. Whoa! Wait! I've had the wool pulled over my eyes, man. I don't want to play that. And I don't know if I want to play stones down here, because I feel like anything I play down there is going to get killed. Anything down there is going to get killed. These stones up here are reasonably connected, because white can't play there, white can't play there. That pretty much saves those. Let's see what white does to me. White's going to take those.
Pass. Pass. Remove the dead stones.
Wow! And I got shredded. I got absolutely shredded. Oh, man. I was kind of hoping where I could maintain this trajectory of, like, at least doing okay, you know? Not getting full shredded, but I got full shredded that game, and I really think what my response came down to was, I think white did take a stone of mine early. Because what was I not doing in the early game? What was I not doing in the early game here? That's what happened. I screwed up here. Because I shouldn't have let white... I need to back off from being squirrely in the early game. I need to focus on, like... Because here's the thing. If my opponent is hitting me with a united front, I need to respond in kind. And... Holy smokes, I failed to do so, and I lost. Granted, I wonder what these are. These numbers. Because if I go to 13... Because I did that. I did 13. I should not have done 13. Because that's just... Because that's the thing. White just basically was able to carve out all this territory. Versus if I went here, that would have protected a lot of the territory behind it. And I would have had a little bit more room to play with. Some really... That was kind of admittedly downright amateurish on me.
Game started.
So, let's see if we can play vanilla. I'm responding to white a lot. But it also seems white's responding to me. Do I want to... So, I think that's actually a fairly reasonable sequence of play by getting a line of stones going down this way. I've reduced the amount of territory that white can eventually enjoy fairly significantly there. So I think that was reasonable. I'm worried about white's next play up in here, which is going to be somewhere. So, right now, I'm thinking of two plays. This play, this play. G8, H7. And the thing that's going to determine which one I take is going to be the one that's easiest to link up with the rest of my stones. Because if I link up with my stones, I'm strong. If I don't link up with my stones, I'm weak. Is it windy outside? I guess it's windy outside. So, white goes here, trying to threaten and challenge that stone. I could go there, here, F7, and attempt to really put the pressure on. But if I go H6, I'm linked up. I'm strong. So, it can't do much with that. And remember, the big thing with Go, when your stones are united, they are strong. So I've got these two guys, and these guys got two liberties. But if I play this stone here at E8, those two stones go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. Makes them a lot more alive. Makes them... why do you gotta play something like that? I'm gonna consider that a not good move on their part. Because I don't see how they can claim territory from just... How?
Pass.
How? Can I take those?
Pass. Pass.
Ha!
Pass. Pass. You have won.
Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I did it! Holy smokes! Oh, I punished an invasion! Oh man, okay guys, I gotta enjoy some cider, man. I gotta enjoy some cider. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy. just because that was such a good game. That was such a good game. Oh, when they passed, and I was like, I think I can punish them. I think I can punish their invasion. And I did. I truly did. Oh. And also, I'm really happy with how these two rows in H and J, 4 through 1 turned out. Like, I was kind of able to, like... Oh, black wins by resignation. Wait, not by points? Oh, I did have a 3.5 lead. Okay, so white was just White didn't like how I was playing the game. Okay. I don't know if that's... I don't know if it's bad I won by resignation. That makes me feel like the bad guy. Oh my gosh. But I feel like the real big key victory with punishing White's invasion up here was I was basically able to like snake my stones around their invasion slowly but surely. And White couldn't punish my invasion because all these stones were linked up together, which I feel like this is... It's going to become a very, very, very important lesson to me when I move up into the... Once I move up to bigger boards. Like, as I move up to bigger boards, lessons like that are going to be very important to me. Be exceedingly important. Of the utmost importance. Whew. But let us not bask in victory. For I thought that was game 12. Was that not game 12? Huh. Okay. I thought that was game 12, not 11. Okay.
Game started.
Next round. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun one. So, I feel like this is definitely one of those like big turning points in this game. Like, your inner, ooh, I must control all the territory. Really wants to go for like D7, but D7 puts a stone that is isolated. Or what about F7? F7... Oh no. Do I ride this high of victory? Do I ride the high of victory? Oh. Ooh, what do I wish to do? How do I wish to respond to this play? The problem is if I respond to this play by going here, this stone's already being put pressured on by two sides, so... You know what? I need to be humbled. Let's get humbled. Yep. 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 Wait. How would White respond to that? Because that pressures them. Those black stones have 2 liberties. White can push them down to 1. Then I put them to there. This is weird. I acknowledge I'm playing weird. I don't want that to go any further. White has really foobarred these stones' life. I don't know if white can do a suicide attack. I think they can. They can. That they can. And white did that. Ooh, if white takes those liberties, those guys go. So. Oh, that was the best defense! Holy smokes, this is a weird game. I want to go inside. And then if I pressure those stones, I can take those.
Pass.
I don't want to take your pass. I'm taking your stones.
Pass.
And, okay.
Remove the dead stones.
Whoa, by 22 points. Okay, great. So, I played weird, and I got punished severely for it. Oh. Don't play weird, buddy. But yeah, that whole... Granted, man, that whole, like, their line racing, my line of stones... That was interesting. Actually, no. That's the lesson. That's the lesson. And wait, my HVAC's making weird noises. Why is my HVAC making weird noises? Compressor speed. Oh, yeah, because the compressor... Yeah, HVAC went to... Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem like it's being too weird, but okay. Let us continue more. Granted, I do feel like at some point I should probably switch up the... Do I switch up the AI between, like, streams? Because, I am somewhat fairly serious about this stream's title about losing 100 games ago. And well, technically we're not at 13. Oh, wait, is that what I do? Okay. So, I can't do this now because I just set up my last game. But what I want to do is if I win a game, the title of the next game will be loss _ number, then a W. And then that denotes that the previous game was a win versus just a loss. So,
Game started.
and I'm feeling there. White's gonna go there. That is how this goes. And then everything changes. Everything changes. So, white's trying to surround my stone. I don't appreciate that. I'm going to put that stone there because, so by doing this as my defensive position, it makes it easy for me to take this stone and bring it into my quote-unquote defensive line. So, I don't know if I want to go... I want to be fairly united, but problem is if I go here, I don't put any pressure on white stones. If I go here, I get to put pressure, but I don't do so from a unified position. And I don't like that. But I feel like if I go to the center, it's a very... I feel like I'm getting pushed back. Because I feel like if I go here, I'll end up with the amount of territory on the board E through 4 unless I pull off an invasion. I don't like that. I don't like that outcome. But if I go C4, we like that. I'm basically donating everything above the line number 4 as mine with potential to go out here. So I'm basically laying claim to out here. It seems very vanilla to me as a play. Cool. And then this is kind of something I like this. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is I feel like this is okay, reasonably okay go. Now granted they're pushing me really hard to go towards J, but I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. I'm okay having this territory above this line. And I'm glad they went there, because otherwise I would have done some squirrely things. Okay. Then we're going to do that. Are they going to launch an invasion? They're going to launch an invasion. I'm going to launch my counterattack with strength and allies. Ooh. I don't want them going any further. I want to shut that down. Because what we have are these stones isolated to an extent. All link ups are bad if I play there. Yes. Cool. So if I do that, that stone's fucked. That stone's capped. That stone's not doing anything. Do I respond to that? With friendship. If I place it inside there, if I do B9, if white makes a play, it's over. If I do nothing and white plates, if white hits B9, they're alive indefinitely. And I didn't see that, and I screwed up. I must unite my stones immediately. Oh, dearie. Oh, dearie Sugi, what have you done? Unite. One play, united. Great. Strength in numbers. So, white's going to place here. I'm losing B9. Me losing B9 is inevitable. But I made an inevitable happen to them. Because now we have a formation with 2 eyes. They're very alive. I can't do anything about that. Gosh, the territory control is so small. Wait. No. Oh god, there's a path forward. There's a path forward, but... I can take this out. And I reduce that formation down to 1 eye, but... But I'm losing What?
Pass.
Why? I'm not playing down there.
You
No.
have won.
What? Oh, wait, what? Wait, was that 32.4? How did I win by 3.4? How? 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 Oh my gosh! Oh no, this is bad. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is not good. This is very undesirable outcome. I have won 2 games. Ugh. Oh my goodness gracious, like... I can't believe I punished that invasion, though. I can't... I genuinely can't believe I punished that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Like, I went into this evening very much expecting the cider to be the only alcohol I consumed, but I almost wish to have, like, more celebratory alcohol. Like, I was not expecting 2 wins tonight. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I almost threw in the towel at one point, and then I realized I could punish that invasion. Okay. So, that I could have swore that was game 13. Or is the next game 13? I kinda don't like how... I guess that was game 12. I guess that was game 12. So, we're going to go with our naming convention scheme. So, we're going to do a 13, and then we're going to add a W to it. The W just denotes that the last game was a W. Granted, if game 12 was a... Granted, I do like the fact that game 12 was a W because, hey, it's December and it's my birthday month and all that fun stuff, so. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, okay.
Game started.
Let's continue to learn. Oh, let's continue to learn. Hello, I'm a bot. Good luck. Have fun. Yes! That is the whole point of Go, is have fun. Have fun being brutalized. Okay, so some interesting Go. Yep, they have to do that. If I go... Do I wish to be... Wait a second. If I bait them into a line game, I get first advantage. They don't want to do that. So I do that. Then they bait me into that. So I'll go there. Oh. Isolated. Linked. Oh no, I feel like I'm getting into the weeds of Go. Pressure from Unity. How do I wish that? I wish to keep it boxed. Okay. Pressure from Unity. Ah! I could have made their life a little bit more difficult. I could have made their life a little bit more difficult. Oh man. And now they cut up my territory. I'm just foobarred. What are you talking? Wait. How? When? Why? Because you can't do that. Wait.
Pass.
No. Oh wait, I should have. I should have passed. This is a 50-50.
You got dead stones.
What? 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 Oh my. Ah! Double W's. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I now have to be. I have to be so humble moving forward. Oh. Okay. Pardon me, chat, but I'm gonna do that. Just because I want to look at the thing. I want to look at a thing. I want to see a thing. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. That's fine. Okay, whatevers. Oh my gosh. Wait, how many wins does that make for tonight? That makes for... Oh. Well, you can guys see what I was looking at. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So. So. Let's do... That was game 13. Wait, my build icon? And I think that's life stuff. Okay. We're gonna do a rematch. So once again, we're going into it, and it's not showing my lost 13 as my most recent thing. Or wait, does it just not show what game you did? Because I know this is lost 13W. Okay, wait a second. So I have a lost 13, and then I have a lost 13W. Okay. So this game, the board you see here, that's 13W. Okay, so which should have been 14. So we're gonna call 14. Wait a second. Is it floor number 14? Because there's a when you build a skyscraper, one of the floors you will denote as a utility floor, and I want to call it floor 14. And that's kind of one of the reasons why sometimes you'll see elevators and they'll not have a floor 14 or maybe even 13. I don't know. I don't know if they do like 13 or 14. I want to say it's 14. There's some half killed by alcohol neurons in my head that say it's floor 14. So. Okay. So, I've gotten 3 W's today. So, we're going to go into one. So, this is going to be the last 9x9 that I'm going to do tonight. This is going to be my last 9x9. And then we'll do a 13x13, and then I'll just go get my face punched in by the 13x13 board. And good evening, Dad's old shop. How are you? How are you on this lovely evening? I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a slightly better Tuesday than... well, hopefully better than just, like, losing go constantly. Granted, I'm doing okay right now. But, oh yeah. So, I do want to show you a thing I found 10 minutes before stream, I got Project Delirium in my band. Oh, no, and in my bandsaw caught my middle finger. All good, no stitches, but I'm annoyed. Oh, what you got? Oh, what you got? So, one of my bottles of cider exploded where it was stored, and all the cider evaporated over less than 24 hours, because this is the area of my garage where I keep my homemade fermentables, and the thing that just boggles my mind is there's just no liquid, like none. Like, it's all dry. It's all 100% dry. I don't know where the liquid went, which I expect some evaporation, but like, I was here grabbing the brewskis like 24 hours ago. There's an evil Grom. I guess. Mr. Spock thinks the mice at the house drank all of the cider, and I really hope it's not mice, because if it's not mice, they're not falling for my I'd expect like a water. Yeah. But the ball just exploded, and there's just like zero evidence. Whoa. Okay. That's spooky. There was the sound of something. Mice are better than evil Gromes, I'm sure. Because mice can't get into glass, but I'm sure Gromes can, so. If I had evil Gromes, then they would just constantly be getting into my homemade alcohol, which would be terrible, because then that would interrupt the homemade alcohol supply. Not good. But yeah, I actually found that like 5 minutes before stream, and it was just like, the fact that a bottle busted and there was just no evidence, it just seemed really weird. Just really weird. And granted, guess what? I'm going to be cleaning up glass after stream. But that one intact clear bottle of cider you can see behind the brown ones, that's the bottle I'm currently drinking. So I now have, because I only did 4 of the swivel tops of cider, so I am now very safely, I no longer have like the swivel tops are going to explode. The brown ones should be better capable of taking alcohol, well, containing pressure. And it seems like my big lesson from my cider making experiment was, Sugi, you can carbonate your cider, but don't do it in the way you do beer. Don't do it in the way you do beer. You need to hold back on that. Way too overcarbonated. Far too overcarbonated. Granted, I also probably have like less than ideal news for you, because, well, I don't know how you would feel about my personal decisions over the last 24 hours. But I have made the decision to commit to building a forge for blacksmithing purposes, but I'm going down the propane burner route.
Wins.
Oh, I made no moves. Okay, well, I got yapping too much. I timed out my game. Wait, twins? Oh. No, my opponent beat me in Go because I made no moves. Any forge is a good forge. Okay. Because I knew you were building the Bellows project, and I figured you were going to be doing a, I figured you were a coal guy, which I had some well, The thing is, I didn't want to go down the coal route because if I was going to go down the coal route, I would want like a dedicated space outside for it, and I don't want to dedicate any space near my shop for a forge. And then Essential Craftsman built a forge, and his forge was very small. It was a very small propane forge, which I like. I use charcoal, but one day I'll try coal, but charcoal's like easier. Yeah, I saw a lot of people online talking about how easier it is to source good charcoal. I was considering if I was going to go like the open hearth route, I was probably going to go coal just because I'm based out of Kentucky, and well, if I just walk outside, I just trip over coal. But I figured propane's probably going to be the best route because then this space I commit to blacksmithing is the smallest. Now, granted, I did have to engage in the weird, horrendous practice of ordering fire brick from Amazon because Home Depot and Lowe's doesn't make it easy to check their fire brick specifications, and I was dealing with decision paralysis, and I'm just like, damn it, the Amazon fire brick's rated for 3,000 degrees Celsius, and I'd rather just go that route. I think propane's more forgiving too, like half my learning was just been fire management. Yeah, because I know I got mine at Ace Hardware. Ooh, I have access to Ace Hardwares. I was honestly just poking around online. Granted, if I got into this hobby a little bit sooner, I might have had access to better resources because there's a company called Farrier's Resources that once had a location in my city, which a farrier is a blacksmith for horses. Once again, I live in Kentucky. I can't walk in any direction and just run into a dang horse. So there have been a lot of, it seems like in the past, there's been a lot of resources for farriers around where I live, but apparently, well, like all hobbies, they're kind of sort of dying, which I hope AI doesn't take our hobbies, man. I like my hobbies. But yeah, I got fire brick from Amazon, and I've got the propane burner on order, so I think I'm at the point to build the forge. I just need to go to the metal place, and buy metal. And I think I've got a pretty good metal place near me, so there will eventually be a forge build here, but I don't think it will happen this month, though. The forge build will probably be happening January at the rate I expect things to happen, because I've just cut a whole bunch of wood for a flip cart tool stand, and I want to get that. That's the first that project has to get done. And we're going to be working, and I'm planning to get that project done in 3 streams. And the second stream for that is going to be the Sunday, but I still don't have the clearest picture of how I want to handle Christmas week, and then after Christmas week is my birthday week, so. And I don't know if I'm going out of town post Christmas week, actually. You know what, screw it. I can bring up my schedule. I can bring up my schedule in the corner. Yeah, that's kind of the, it's kind of the thing with my birthday week. My birthday's Wednesday, but I will be out of town that weekend, so I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze something in there or not. Okay. Why did I do that? Can I just rename that the last name that I had for a game? And it just like erases it or something? Please erase it.
Game started.
Okay, so we're actually gonna play some actual Go now and not yap about plans. Because holy smokes, I can like yapping about plans. I like plans. I like considering. Okay, what sort of various considerings do I wish to get into? Ooh. Oh. Can I round this corner? I can round that corner, but it comes at a initiative disadvantage. Winning this game is going to be all about invading. What? You're White's just like, we're gonna punish that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so I now must ask myself a very, 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 very important question here. And that is, okay, do I go to invade White's territory, or do I choose to defend mine? I see a lot more opportunities in my territory on my side of the board, because all up here is all my territory, and all down here is White's territory. So, defense the homeland. And defense the homeland was the correct decision. Stay out of my territory. Because, yeah, I don't see much value in taking... What? Do I respond to you or take you? Because you're fairly takeable, because White's only good options there. And then I respond there. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. Ooh, Ooh, this is spicy. This is spicy. Oh, do I divide? Divide. Always divide. Stones linked are strong. Stones divided are weak. Pass? Sure, 50-50 shot. Okay, White won by 4.5 points. Woo! I lost again. My winning streak has come to an end. But that was fully within the realm of my expectations. That was 100% within the realm of my expectations. White had very much territory on the bottom, very clear, whereas mine was all like jumbled up with stones and whatnot. Because honestly, I really don't like I don't like pushing for invasions when there's not a lot of room for an invasion. And then White also gets, like, I think 7.5 points just by... Oh, that's because I go first, because they go second. So, because of that advantage, White gets a little bit of a boost. But granted, according to our little line map, it's been White's game. All game. Which... I guess I did yield a little bit too much. Because... So with that play I made, I wonder if I should have went further out this way. Because... I would say the grand lesson from this round has been this was generally pretty vanilla, really standard go. Now, I probably could have eked out a win if I figured out some way to invade White. Which technically I probably could have. But I don't like pushing for invasions. Invasions are challenging. Invasions are risky. And I got one of my best wins tonight by punishing an invasion. because doing an invasion into someone else's territory is one of those things that is like you can do invasions come with invasions are big risk, big reward, because basically the go flows to about this point where the board's divided into two sides, and then you fight over the scraps. But okay, so I think this is officially lost 14. I think it's officially lost 14 in my whole because I wanted to have a consistent like labeling culture just for like references later. Actually, wait a second. If I hit 13, I should have 2 games. 13 gets me 2 games. 14 gets me none. This was game 15. Ha ha! So, game 16. I need to be really checking that. But chat, we are 2 hours in the stream. And as you can see, wait, there's extreme sizes. Oh dear. Wait, and non-square? Oh god, non-square scares the bejesus out of me of a game board size. But so all my playing today online as a streamer has all been done on 9x9s. So I wanted to end stream in a challenging manner, and that's by going
Game started.
to the 13x13. This is welcome to the next level of Go, which this is when things get really interesting. Okay, so I have done a lot of things based off responding to my opponent's play. This is interesting. Okay, so what I just did, I could have tried to do F8. If I did F8, F8 would have been big risk, big reward. But instead, I chose to go down. What I am going to do here is I'm going to declare with that stone, everything behind my black stones is mine. It is my territory. Don't touch it. You're not allowed to touch it. And that's basically my... So, here's the... Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm stronger unified versus divided. Wait. Oh, wow, oh boy, Go at 13x13 is a whole other beast. This is a whole other beast. I don't want that doing anything. Wait. This is pretty much lockdown. There's room for invading. This is different. This is very, 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 very different. Yep, that's what they're trying to do. They're going to try and link their boys up. Which is fair. I'm okay with that. This is a different game. Oh, wait! Oh my gosh, this is strange. Ah, I could go there to put pressure, but the thing is, I don't want to push into their line. I really don't. What? 13-13's weird, man. This is weird. This is so incredibly weird. This is weird to go. This is so strange. Guys, I have so much initiative right now. I want to try this. This is nonsense. Yes, that was nonsense. That was nonsense. If you do a second play, I can't worry about you. I'm gonna check my. Oh, nope. There we go. We can kill these. These stones get killed with one play. Killed. Linked. You're screwed. Back invasion. Stop. Linked is strong. Probably not best play. Because if they establish 2 eyes... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh no, these guys are making me think. I don't like that. This is weird. This is such a different game. Frick! Holy smokes. Are these stones alive or dead? Are these stones alive or dead? Are these stones alive or dead? That... Are my stones alive or dead? There's so much at stake right now. Because if I place, white gets to place. Because here's the thing. If I place here, white can... If I make a move, white gets to take the move. Down there. Automatically. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do here, if white responds in any way, if white takes N12, N10, that reduces this stone to... Oh, this is big risk, big reward. Big risk, big reward. Oh my god. Okay. So if I place in this, If I place here, white kills me. I'm pushing white. And white was like, no, no, you are under no circumstances allowed to do that. But if I could get white to play down there, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. Okay, so pretty vanilla play there. Holy smokes, this is... Oh my gosh, because if I play... Yeah, I expected that. What do I wish to do? You know what? I'm happy with that.
Pass.
White thinks they can punish me. Damn it. I was hoping to have a bit better time of it. No. Why? White thinks they can take territory from me. I don't appreciate that. I can go there. Option 1. Option 2. White can take... The thing is, if I play at A4, white will take. Or do I wish to surrender initiative, take B9, and see if white will do... No, I gotta be unified. Why? I'm gonna take these. Like, boom! Can you threaten that?
You have won.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! My first 13-13! Oh, this thing is a thing of beauty, and it is incredible, and I love it so much. Oh my... I must now not just consume the cider, but just guzzle it. Just guzzle it with great enthusiasm, because... Holy smokes! Oh, I want to, like, scream and jump and be happy, like... For as much as I've been getting, like, my absolute, like, just face kicked in. And it's like, okay... We're gonna finish the stream off with like just like being like, okay, let's just go, let's just have fun. Oh my god. Oh, I am so incredibly ecstatic over how that last game went. Oh my gosh. Oh. and Mr. Spock Mr. Spock had to just be like, yeah, I see a pattern, you losing. And it's like, dude, I titled this stream "The Quickest Path to 100,000 Lessons" is 100 losses, and I mean, still, I played 13-ish. No, it wasn't 13. It was like 15 games, like 15 some odd games. But I still managed to like, but I still managed to pull out the W. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am so ecstatic. Okay, well, since no one is actually actively watching me right now, we're going to wrap this up quickly because I really want to end this on a good note. And Nando's streaming right now because I want to hop on his stream after this. So, thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in today and watching me get my face kicked in. But you know what? At the end of the game, I'd like to think I did pretty good. So, thank you very much, everyone who tuned in today. Thank you very much for me doing something different. This was definitely sort of a different style of stream, but yeah. And I hope also next stream will be Thursday, same-ish time, and we'll be doing some Stardew Valley, so a little bit closer to what we normally do around here. But yeah. My name is Sugi Yamagawa, and I'd like to wish all of you, may you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at, and then hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.